Hey everybody, my name is Patreck Farley. I am an independent filmmaker and martial artist at heart. I love to do both of those things on a daily basis. But of course, you gotta make money to get those to happen. Today in this video, I'm gonna go over what do I do in a day-to-day life, from Monday through Sunday. This is a day in the life of Farley Productions, LLC. Or, in the week of. Let's get to it. So of course, one of the first things I do in the morning is I like to get caffeinated. I love having coffee in the morning. I have this Keurig that I bought about a year ago, or a little bit less, a brand new one. And I like making just a cup of coffee, maybe two. And while I am taking care of my coffee and that is all brewing and I'm adding creamer to it, I like to prepare a breakfast usually. It's important for me to get the calories first thing in the morning. Normally my body's not instantly hungry, but getting the calories I need to kind of get a start to my day is pretty important, whether small or large, because believe it or not, I will forget about it later on. So getting something into my system is very good. Breakfast, as we're always told, is one of the most important parts of the meal, one of the most important meals of the day. And it should be treated as such, whether it's a banana, yogurt, whatever it is, I'm going to grab something. Alright, now this is where I like to start working on my computer work. I liked tossing on my glasses and also my wrist brace whenever I start working on my computer, because I don't have 20/20 vision, and the wrist brace does help prevent carpal tunnel because your wrist always wants to do this. Here it's more just in the forearm, you're not turning the wrist as much, which is good. Also stretches out if you do a lot of computer work like I do. Anyways, I always like consuming my coffee and of course my Jimmy Dean croissant sausage sandwich. And if I'm not working immediately, usually I'm just kind of waking up, watching a video, researching, doing something to kind of get my mind going. Maybe a game of chess online sometimes, which is usually a lot of fun. So right now I'm basically going to take the time to maybe edit a video, respond to some people on Twitter and Facebook, and just kind of work on social media a little bit. I might be working on the Kickstarter stuff here a little bit. So what I'm going to do is not necessarily a tutorial, just kind of what I need, what I'm working on, what I'm doing in my day-to-day life. So that being said, let's get to it. Alright, now that I've actually had all that editing done, I was thinking of working on maybe a little more of my Kickstarter video touch-ups, but that's something I kind of want to keep private until you guys see it when it's 100% complete. Save a lot of the graphics and the landing page and stuff like that. So instead you just gotta watch me edit a really quick Pokemon video. As you can see, it's pretty easy. That is what I am going through, and it's just basically putting stuff together, editing a little bit of audio, make sure both audio tracks aren't going at the same time, lower the game audio, and I already have preset stuff in there for color correction, brightness, contrast, and things like that. That's why you didn't really see me adjust a whole lot there, and kind of making sure everything's in sync. And when I do record those gameplay videos, usually it's like I sync it up with like an audio cue, and then once I have my footage synced up from my camera and in the game itself, I just kind of get straight to editing. And then I also have some preset numbers that I've recorded, so I can just kind of punch them all in quite easily when it comes to resizing frames, like my camera footage for this particular video. Now of course, some videos can be easy as this, where it only takes a few minutes to edit, and others can be really, really complex. This is one of those ones that's a whole lot easier than complex, and so that's why I took almost no time at all as you guys were watching, as I was kind of speeding through the footage. And that's just one of the things I like doing in the morning. So as this is kind of like rendering itself out with everything else that I am currently working on, I'm going to go and respond to some people on Twitter, because they've been waiting long enough for some responses. Okay, so before I head into work, I want to show you guys my hobby room. My hobby room is my filmmaking room, of course, where I base my company out of. And I also love to see progress being made. And I'm actually really happy to show what's going on in this room right now. We've had a new cabinet installed, which is where I'm putting a lot of merchandise and props currently. And it's a beautiful cabinet that matches the room very well. My parents helped me get this one, and they took care of a lot of it for me by helping me get it installed and all that kind of stuff. And I've been collecting a lot of props as well for the movie, and they're coming along. Every month I'm getting a new prop ready, getting something in the mail, and it's very exciting to see this kind of come along. And of course, you'll see my dog Hershey in this as well. And he's an amazing, amazing boy, chocolate lab, full breed. And of course, you have the green screen. And the green screen is kind of where we shoot a lot of our poster footage and stuff like that. Anything we honestly need it for. Well, anyways, time to head to work. So now that I've gotten to work, as you guys can tell, I work at a pizza parlor. It's a job that I love doing, and I wouldn't replace it for almost any other job. And the reason for it's just the atmosphere, the quality, the people, everything that's here is why I love doing the job. Plus it's multiple tasks. You're not doing the same exact thing every day. Like I might be doing one thing and then doing another. So usually if I come here early in the morning, the first thing I'm doing is I am deep cleaning the place. Night crew has done their part of the cleaning. Now it's the morning's crew's job to kind of pick up the slack and go from there. Generally my job assignments are from mopping the floors, putting down chairs, turning stuff on, and I'll even clean the bathrooms, which obviously I'm not going to show right here, but it's a lot of fun, and I actually get a lot of enjoyment and that accomplishment from cleaning the parlor and everything. Mopping generally doesn't take very long. You go in sections, you change the bucket multiple times, and I like seeing the floor go from what it was into what it's becoming to get it ready for the day, and it really makes the place pop. And overall, I also really just love the interior and kind of being here before anyone else is. When you get to a customer service type of job and you're here before anyone else, it's actually refreshing. And I know a lot of people are kind of are the opposite. Sometimes they can't stand being alone for a moment, but for me, just that little bit of peace and quiet, just hearing the machinery in the background and kind of going from one task to another is actually really quite refreshing. And so after I'm done cleaning the place, I generally start going into the dough part of it. I rotate all my dough, I'm pulling things out, I am making sure my area is relatively clean and ready to go. And after I'm kind of done doing all that, I start pulling out what I need. And I like to start rolling between my smalls and medium skins first, generally. That way I have more scrap to kind of rotate into the extra larges. On this particular day, it's a Friday, and it's one of my favorite days of the week, actually. Even though I don't attend karate normally on a Friday night. But overall, for Fridays, I roll a whole lot more dough. And so for me, it's like I used to work out about 5 or 6 days a week when I was a teenager and young adult. But now I don't do that anymore because rolling dough is a pretty physical job, if anyone who's rolled dough before. And it's also pretty enjoyable. So as I'm just kind of working with the dough, and I'm turning a giant piece of dough, which could look like a giant thing of Play-Doh when we were kids, into something that is edible, beautiful, and it's like an art as well. And what I like about it is it's the same thing as like when I'm making a movie or someone's drawing a picture or taking a photo. You have to have certain things set up, and you're taking something and creating art out of it. And yes, food is art. Now don't get me wrong, this isn't like a high-end chef or like we're not watching Gordon Ramsay make a really beautiful dish or something like that. No, this is just a simple guy like me, an average Joe, working on making this giant piece of dough and turning it into like this It's the length of a snake, and cutting it into these nice, beautiful pizza skins that I can use to eventually make pizzas with later on in the day. And I work with a bunch of amazing people, and as I am, obviously I'm not going to show you guys me making the pizzas or serving any customers and things like that. No, that's private, and that's something that I am probably never going to show. But what I can show you right here is I generally am the main dough roller at this pizza parlor, and I assist other dough rollers, and I assist just the whole community in place to really get this together and get it ready for the day. Some days I like getting here earlier to get a head start, kind of like today, because I'm obviously recording all this right now. And other days I'll just get here later, and I might, depending on how the day goes, business has been doing exceptionally well during the 2020 and 2021 period. Of course, earlier 2020, sales have dipped and things were extremely tough for a few particular months between like March and June, which is, I think, normal for any food business around that time, if still in operation. So with us, at least with the pizza parlor I enjoy being at, name withheld of course, I really enjoy doing the whole dough aspect of it, from step 1 to step 20. Whatever it might be. And of course, I like adding some challenges to my day. Okay, how many skins can I get out of this tub? How fast can I roll this dough from a giant piece of something that looks like Play-Doh into all the skins I need for a period? And I like also making dough at the same time. And making dough is also a lot of fun, which I'm not showing you that part either. But either way, I roll dough, and that's what I do. And generally, if I'm more tired, I will also drink myself a nice Reign energy drink, not sponsored. And it's just my favorite caffeinated beverage on top of the coffee I normally do have. So lately, I've been more and more tired. I don't drink these every day, but on a harder day like a Friday, which requires a whole lot more dough to do, and it does require a lot more stuff to kind of handle and take care of, it's actually relatively nice to get a little more caffeine through the day without having something that's full of sugar and things like that. Of course, drink water throughout, always hydrate. And yeah, so that's my pizza job, more or less. And normally after the pizza job, I'll kind of make my way over to the karate school. Now, I can't show you guys me working out with my training partners. I can't show you guys me teaching any classes. Trust me, that's a whole can of worms to try to open and get into. So I'm just going to show you me working out. And of course, school and everything else withheld. I enjoy working out there. I have been of a black belt rank from 2014 as of March 29th. And of course, the style I specialize in is part hard style and part soft style, from Goju Shure to American Kempo, and it's its own thing. And it's a lot of fun. I enjoy doing it. For me, martial arts has been a huge part of my life. It's really helped me become the man I am today. And without karate, I don't think I'd be anywhere near as far in my life as I am now. I used to be really introverted and shy, and I don't want to talk to anybody. And I don't really have many friends either. I pushed a lot of my friends away, which I am not very happy about. But through martial arts, I've been able to find the love to socialize, the love for people, the love to get out of the house. And it helped mold me into a man that I am very happy to be of. And I've found so much love for things. And because the more you think about it, martial arts is a very collaborative process. You go in with the intent to train, improve, get better, and then do the same with everyone around you. Your instructors are helping you, and you yourself become more of an instructor the longer you're there, regardless of your rank, and then you will go and help someone else to get better too. And it's just a never-ending process. And the more you are on both sides of the fence, which is the place I like being, because some parts of the day I am the instructor, and other parts of the day I am the student. And in their other parts of the day, which as you're seeing right now, I just go in and work out on my own. I love working bag work. I love doing things on the mat. I love just doing anything and everything about martial arts in general, from forms to techniques to whatever it might be. And just everything coming together as such is something that I don't think I could ever stop doing martial arts in general, regardless of what it is. Kung Fu, hard-style traditional karate, from training in Nevada, which is where I'm located in, to anywhere in the world. It doesn't really matter. As long as I'm actively doing martial arts till the day I die, right? Then I am going to be very much excited and thrilled and having a good time either way. And of course, some days are hard, some days are easy. Like anyone that you spend a lot of time with on your day-to-day life, you're never going to 100% always be like buddy-buddy. Sometimes you might get at each other's throats. You might have some disagreements. Sometimes your ego might step in the way for a moment. I speak personally. Mine has done that quite a bit. 2020 was a dark year. And early 2021 for me was even darker, which I'm not going to get into. But I was in a dark place for the first couple months of 2021, and it really affected a lot of people around me. And I feel bad about it. And there's a lot of stuff that I can't take back. So with that, keeping that in mind, I've tried to mend what I can and move forward. And there's a lot of things that I want to move forward with. I want to be a better person. I want to be nicer. I'm not going to let a lot of the negative things and negative people bring me down anymore. And so my goal is to just go forward and bring anyone along with me and bring everyone up around me at the same time. I want to keep my circle good and positive and add more people too and let some go. That's just the way life is. And I want to continue pursuing that. So yeah, I guess that's it for karate really. I've shown you guys some of the workout stuff that I do, which I really enjoy doing. Of course, I filmed out another day. I'm not going to do it after a 8 to 10 hour workday from the pizza parlor. That's pretty tiring. I mean, yes, I do martial arts like that from a Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday standpoint. Those are my normal workout days. And it's just overall a really good time. So if you haven't done martial arts before and you're looking for a sport, I would highly recommend it. It's a lot tougher during these times, of course, and there's a lot of more social distancing and things like that, but I would say it's a good thing to let yourself dive into and take a lot of stress out of your life, leave the ego at the door like my instructors would always say, and just overall have a great time. And yeah, so after all that, I normally just head back home. And when I'm home, I might do some editing like I did earlier in the morning, or I might just kick back and relax with a beer and just get ready for bed. So usually I'm not being very productive. I'll catch up on shows, videos, very little social media at this point. I'm just kind of relaxing. I might talk on the phone with some friends and then, just head to bed and get ready to do it all over again the next day. And I always work on something throughout every day to get ready for the small projects to the big ones. And it's just my normal day-to-day life. It doesn't include when I'm actually on a film set. Those are things you have to plan for, and you don't go on a film set every day, every week, unless that is your day-to-day job. It's not mine. It's just something that I really enjoy doing. And as much as film is a passion of mine, it's also a hobby. So it's not something I am making a whole lot of money with, or even the photography side of what I do, taking photos for people and things like that. So yeah, that is me. This is Farley Productions, LLC, and well, for me, Patreck Farley, that's what I like to do in the day of and the week of my life at this moment of time in 2021. And I'm hoping that even later this year, things will get even better, even cooler, and I will be able to really pursue a lot of those filming ambitions I've had for so long, whether it's my own projects, friends, collaborators, whoever. And I really can't wait to get things going. Thank you guys for joining me. It's always a pleasure having you here. Get out there and create, stay safe, wash your hands, and until next time, have a good day. Can't walk around without this. No, sir.